Alright, part 2. I got a dream the next day. I know this is a freaking one. We were in our house. The baby was in the tub. It was my understanding that he'd just come home from my mother-in-law's. Liz's 2 youngest sons were here, Nevin and David. Nevin had my house coat on for some reason. Liz was standing in front of our bedroom mirror, which, if you look from our bathroom to the closet, my dresser's there with a big mirror on. And she was doing herself up, like messing with her hair or something. And the baby's in the tub. And I'm talking to the baby. And I could feel the tension, like there was something wrong. We were arguing or something was just off. And the baby had these weird droplets all over his face. Like around his nose area, here, his mouth, his face. And I'm sitting on the tub, and this is what I remember. I was disturbed by it, and he told me no, it was just water. And I got that there was a guy that he had been taken somewhere. And my 3-year-old son in this dream said very, very clearly, highly contagious. And then he gave me a name. And I can't remember the name. I don't know if it was the name of a person, the name of a disease, the name of a city, the name of a... It was a name. And I went to go to Liz, because I was mad. Like, again, it was my understanding that my kid was being hurt. So then, I woke up. And yesterday I was thinking about it, and I was standing outside, and it started pouring. Like it was drizzling, and as I started thinking about that, man, it was like somebody just opened a faucet. I was scared to walk into that water because that dream had me so shook. Because for all I know, servant of God told us that our water's been poisoned. And now I don't know if that means that they're still doing it or if just that the major cities' waters or what. When she gave the warning to save food and water, she specifically said the Holy Spirit told her the water has been poisoned. I wouldn't walk into that rain, man. Oh, wait. That night I was so full of Him, it was almost like when I saw heaven. Almost just the same. Almost. I've said before that when my phone binds up, I could put my hand over my phone. In the name of the Holy Spirit of God, I command you to unleash my phone. I was downstairs and I went to just... my hand went above my phone and I watched it. The internet wheel spun and it just turned on. And I was only thinking it. That's how strong He is. That's how powerful He is. That's what He's given us. Alright. Cat flying. I got notes because highly contagious, water. Alright. Now, I have nothing to back this up. Oh wait, before that one. I watched the video the other day. Some guy keeps seeing 941, 941, and he took it as he got all kind of confirmation that it means the wedding supper's coming soon, the Christ is coming, all that. I was thinking about it, and I was just about jerked around and told open revelation. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I wish I could show you, or I'm ready to just start walking around with the camera on all day, because when this stuff happens, people need to see it. My words ain't enough. Like, I want you to see it. I went to walk into the living room to do something else, and it was like, no! Revelations! Alright, alright. You keep seeing 941. Here's what I got. Revelations 9, verse 4. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. In the shape of the locusts were like unto horses, prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had their hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was in the sound of chariots, of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. And it starts, and the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. The meteor shower. The Pope landing in Jordan first, which is where Mount Hermon is, which is where the bottomless pit is. I was just watching about it again. When Jesus came and cast that demon out of that dude, when he came out of the caves, when he came across, I can't remember where, but that is the bottom of Mount Hermon. Mount Hermon has a United Nations base on the top of it. And when, I'm not going to say their names, the 2 angels that took a pact on Mount Hermon to come into the daughters of men, that's where they fell. And you could go do the research yourself, just search Mount Hermon, it'll show you everything. There's a UN base up there. There's still holes in the mountain where the temples were, where they would kill their kids, the Baal and Balaam and all the other ones. And at the same time he was landing there, the World Trade Center was struck by lightning, just like when he became Pope. Like, all of it is just coincidental. But for me, because this is the stuff he's not giving me, I don't know how to explain it. Like, my head just catches all this stuff, and it's like lines go up. And I'll know when, if somebody else does it, if they're right, I'll know. If they're off by 1 or 2 little things, I'll know that too somehow. I don't know how I know it. It just is. So, yeah. Now, Jordan. He went to Jordan first. That's where the base is. That's where Mount Hermon is. I don't understand why he went there. And the meteor shower and the lightning strike and 941. That guy seeing 941, and I don't mean any disrespect, but when you're looking for something to match it to, like people are so focused on going home, if they're given numbers like that and they keep getting all these confirmations about the wedding books and that's what you're going to get. I wasn't looking. I was spun around just about halfway into the living room and told revelations. It's happened before with the rapture stuff. I don't look for it. I think that's just how it's supposed to be. Like, you can't, I don't want to get into it. I'm just saying, it's just too much. The Pope lands in Jordan. World Trade Center gets struck by lightning. There's an earthquake in Israel. And that's where the pit is. I'm telling you, that's where it is. I know it is. And the United Nations, which was founded the same year of America, which turned into the Illuminati. The Illuminati was founded the same year as America. And the United Nations has their World Trade, or their base of operations in New York City. That's why we donated them land. They're the Illuminati. They've been all set up since before time. Satan's been doing this since forever. So there's just too much to it. The World Trade Center has 104 floors, or Obama put the beam on the 104th floor. There's 104 books in Islam. I get aggravated about this stuff. I'm right. I know I'm right. I don't know if that means that the pit was opened by For all we know, the Pope stopped there and did some seance. Obviously, he just did a seance a couple months ago. If that mass that they had for those two saints that they claim are saints was in fact black mass, they raised Abaddon, or Apollyon. BP did a video about it. That's what it was. And now he lands there. There's just no way. The earthquake, lightning, meteor storms. I didn't get to see it, man. They had this place so covered in clouds and thunderstorms. It was the craziest weather, too. It would get beautifully sunny for 30 seconds, and then it was like... Sorry. Alright, I gotta end this one now. I'm gonna make another one right after this, but I love you. God bless.